Hey everyone, so hope this will be a short video. Yeah, the deadline for the Zhangzhou is gonna come. So I had to rush through some parts of it, but I actually had most parts done. It's just that the embellishments were such a struggle. I didn't know what to put and stuff. And I kind of dug a hole for myself because when I hosted this, in my rules I actually told people to have like 5 different kinds of embellishments and huh. And most people know that I'm not the best with embellishments. If you've seen my channel, I don't actively go out and buy embellishments. So yeah, so this is a junk journal that I put up in this typo bag. So those of us who are in Australia and Singapore will know what typo is. Typo is like this, stationery slash stuff store. It sells a lot of strange things, random miscellaneous things, including paper, stationery, and this sort of stuff. So I took one of the bags, I decorated it, and put my junk journal inside. So I thought that would be kind of cool. I'm doing this in my bed right now because my room's in a mess. My living room's in a mess. Everywhere's in a mess. I'll probably work through that. I'll probably do the cleaning up a lot later. Sorry if I sound a bit strange. I'm actually running a fever right now. I have no idea why it just suddenly came on. So odd. Yeah, so this is the front cover. I'm gonna leave it to her to figure out what title she wants for her heading, so she can put like thickers here and they'll become like a title. So I'm gonna zoom in into the front page soon. So this is a really cool stuff that I did here. So these are laser cuts from forgot her name, Wendy Vecchi, I think, the laser cut thing for a standing man with top hat. Pair of wings, I think this is from Maya Road. This chipboard from Michaels that I got when I was in US. Here's actually a cool little thing. This is a 1 cent coin in the 1940s. Not sure whether that's gonna pick that up. In the 1939. See that? That's really cool. My dad used to have this friend that collects and sells coins before he passed away. But anyway, and we had this really cool stuff at home, and we had this huge trunk load of this. Really, this is really cool. So I thought I would use that as one of the embellishments. So here, because remember minimum I was supposed to have 5 on my as one of the rules, right? I had 1, which is a brad, 2 washi tape, 3 chipboard, and there's a card, 4 what do you call this? A coin. You'll also find like just like I think only one of the pages actually has twine on it, so I consider that an embellishment, as well as stickers and stamps. Stamps not like in stamps, but like print-out stamps, but stamps is like those that you used to send letters with. So I thought this was cool. So the covers are actually made from this really heavy duty that is how thick it is. Heavy duty envelopes from Philippines. The last time I was there. Yeah. So okay, for one thing to note, like this background that I have in the back, it's not from any paper collection. This actually came from a Men's Style magazine. So I cut that up, and yeah. So really, you can do really cool stuff with just your scraps and magazines, as you will see later. Here is a the inside of it, and here I actually left like a plain cardstock inside, so that she can open up and then she can do like journaling on it, or put a tile or something, some of that sort. So I thought this is kind of interactive. Yeah, and this also came from the magazine. They were actually using a book page as a background for something. I just tore that up and made that stick down here. So that was kind of cool. So the first page of sorts is actually an envelope. So I also had a criteria that at least 1/8 of the items here should not be something that you can find in commercial scrapbooking. So, and also you need to make 2 pockets two homemade pocket-like things. So here's an envelope. So here's like a pocket-like thing which I homemade. I took this paper, it's actually from Kate's Papery, when I went to New York, I think. And there's a place really cool. It's like this translucent kind of vellum kind of quality, with like the flowers and stuff, petals, and which I thought was kind of cool. I thought it'd be a great place to like throw in like maybe a pen or like a washi tape, and that could be like the first, like the things that you didn't have inside to write or sketch stuff in and stuff like that. Here's an old piece of map from the map that I got from those vintage old maps that people used to have on like gas stations. I have no idea when this was from, but it was really cool. So I just cut that out and punched some holes and it became a page. Oh yeah, and we're supposed to have at least 30 pages in it, so I'm quite sure I have 30, because I counted. Here's just one of the larger scrap pieces of paper, and thought this was a great way to use up like paper. Yeah. I really like all these lines because you can clearly write on them, and then you can put a photo here. Here's a place for like photos, journaling with a silver pen or something like that. So here's a Prima packaging, stamp packaging, which I made into like sort of like a tag. Most of the things are rather plain because you want to leave space for my swap partner to have places to write on, to put photos and put like ephemeras and stuff. You don't want to take up the whole thing, right? So here's just a plain size 8 tag, nothing to it. Here I stamped this thing here. I don't even know what it reads. It says dear something, thank you for something something, because like the handwriting is really strange, but whatever. I just want to stamp it here to give this like really cool like leather kind of feel. Yeah, and so this is actually an envelope which I cut open on one side, and I stuck another library card pocket into this thing to make this like a page. So this is considered my second pocket. I actually have like about 2 more, I think. This is an envelope, in US envelope actually. Probably sent something to me, I can't remember what it was. But I made it into sort of like a page, I guess. Just slot it in. So as you can see, it's really easy to make junk journals. You don't have to make them too fanciful, since people supposed to have space to stick stuff. So here's is one of another Prima stamp packaging, and this came like either last year, the Northern Country era, I think. Here's another piece of paper. This is from Graphics Certified's Craft Collection. I have no idea where this is from actually, the other one behind here. So yes, here's interesting, because what happens was I was inking out my stamps, I actually dropped the stamp pad on this, and I was like, and so what I did was like, I intentionally just stamped like, and them were like from Distress Ink and one from Archive Ink. Give this like I intentionally dropped something on it, but I'm still going to keep it sort of feel. Did some washi tape here and a Tim Holtz stamp. Here's a coffee cup holders. I put holes in them, and it's a great place to put in like envelopes and postcards. This is actually a sticker that I stuck it down to the back of a craft cardstock to create like a stronger, steadier postcard sort of thing. This as well, and distress the edges. Nothing to it. I actually have a couple more of these. These are really cool. I think these are products from Korea or China, which is really cool. Here I actually stuck a real stamp down and took one of the stamps from one of those like KCK stamp sets, and then I stamped it through. Now this is clearly not factual, because having a France Paris stamp on something that I think is UK is clearly not probable, because one of the French post office is not going to accept UK stamp. But either way, I thought that was kind of cool. Here's just another plain envelope, so you can put stuff into the envelope and whatnot. So that's that. And you can slot more stuff into the coffee cup holder. Cool, huh? This is from Coffee Bean actually, as you can tell. Here's another pocket. I actually made these out from like a catalog from Fossil. You know, the watch bag brand Fossil. and I made it into like a pocket. So here's the watch, as you can tell, right there, Fossil. I made it kind of to like a pocket to put like a size 8 tag. And actually from that catalog I took a lot of images out to make into tags, because they had really cool vintagey, grungy looking what do you call that? Yeah, images which I cut out. So here is another page. I put some stickers down and washi tape. Just a plain page, pen and paper page where you can put stuff. Now here's really cool. Not sure whether it's picking up. Ah, there it is. This is actually some plain paper from some of my Muji notebooks. And the thing about notebooks is that you're going to write on the first few pages and then you're not going to use the rest. At least that's for me. So I use a lot of these for like junk journals. Isn't it cool? And I really like the graph paper look. It's really cool. And here I embellished it with just a stamp, a Thailand stamp, and a washi tape. So I want to leave a lot of space for like writing, photographs, stuff. Here's like one of those homemade papers from Kate's Paper Again. Here's another page. Here's the those 7 gypsies leftover paper that I got some time ago, and I cut them down and stuck them in random places. This stamp is from KCK. I'm sure they're picking it up, but this is one of my favorite stamps, and I'm quite liking how it turned out. Because it's clear stamps, you would think that the details are terrible, but the thing that I've learned about clear stamps is that if you're gonna stamp them using, you need to get the right ink, right paper, and right timing. So clear stamps, the inks tend to gather into globules after a while because they prefer each other rather than stamp itself. So I was quite quick with this one, and I used archival jet black ink because it does not gather as quickly to form like droplets instead, and that's kind of like the whole distress ink kind of look, but I didn't want that. So yay, turned out pretty. It's sort of like a clock, I think. I'm not quite sure what that is. This is one of those images from my encyclopedia, the vintage encyclopedia Torah. Another page for journaling. Here's from Tim Holt's paper collection. There's a lot of people. I really like this page. I don't know why. I've been keeping this paper forever, but I decided that since it fits so well into this junk journal, I'm just going to put it in. Here is one of those blank pages from an old book, distressed around it with black soot. And this is one of those things that you get like from the corner of your calendars when you tear up the sides, because I cut that down and made that into like a border, so like a side edge border, which I thought was kind of cool. This is another packaging from Jenny Bolin's clear stamp. I left this kind of, I just simply distressed it, left it kind of blank, so she can have more space to write and stuff with a marker or something. Here is that paper again. Here I stamped this image. This is from the KCK stamp collection as well. And this is another image from the KCK stamp collection. Really cool. And this like map of like, I have no idea where. I think this is part of Europe. I might be wrong, but you know what? Who cares? There are a lot of stuff there. Here's that old book page where I did that tutorial with. I stapled on like the old vintage map onto it and stressed it. It's a really cool look, as you can tell. One of my favorite pages. Here is just a paper that's stuck down to graph paper. Now this is actually graph paper, like the graph paper that I'm using in school. That I used in school last year actually. And I thought this was kind of cool. So graph paper, and these are like, like actual scientific graph paper. So I thought that was kind of cool. Another those blank pages, and here is the other side of the blank paper. And so you have like those things like name, what's that, subject, that sort of stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool. Here's another stamp from the KCK stamp collection. Here is a beautiful postcard. Remember I told you that we had in Singapore like these free Zoe cards? So those were kind of what I had. A couple of them are here. They're really cool because they're like free. So sometimes when I see a design that I like, I pick it up and I hoard it. And isn't this grungy? and cool. And it is extremely like cool because it says like notice. I think I need to improve my vocabulary because I keep using the word cool, but anyway, it's extremely appropriate for like the junk journals, like they said, notice or observed anything all these while. So this is like a really kind of like almost like a smash book sort of page, right? Like with like theme and stuff. Here is what's your 2 cents worth. If you notice anything within our community that irks or touches your conscience, it makes you want to point it out so that others will notice it too. So I thought this was kind of cool, the postcard. Here is another self-made pocket. I consider this self-made too. Just simply flipped it up, put glue on this side, and there you have a pocket. This is from Graphics 45, I think. Okay, this picture is the closest that I got to a kind of like a layout like kind of thing, but I didn't want to do too much of that. Look at this, can be a great place for writing or just putting a person's photo here, and some chilling can be done here. This is a pocket that I made from an an Isetan, which is like a departmental store bag. I folded it up and then added some like scrap papers randomly around. It holds the pocket of the playing card, the giant playing card. Probably for like old people who can't really see what cards they're holding in their hand, which I thought is kind of cool. And they stamped an image there after I sandpapered it. Did a little bit of sandpapering on the side, but mostly distressed so that the inks could go through because it's kind of like glossy material, right, as you can tell. Here are the images from that fossil catalog. They're cool. Makes you wonder, like, they almost look like scrapbooking paper. And then I back them up with like pattern paper or like craft cardstock. Really cool, isn't this? And here's like an image that I got from the magazine again, and then just stuck it down. See, you don't really have to buy a lot of stuff. Big junk journals, they're supposed to be cheap, relatively anyway. And that would have gone inside there. On the back side, I want to cover it up a little bit because I didn't really like the blue as much, but I really like the randomness of the blue, but not too much of it. So I just stuck some papers down. This is from the magazine as well. I think they were talking about like an Asian fabrics used in men's clothing, and I was like, is this not like the coolest stuff ever? And you can see like when I made the pocket, I actually did this thing here. Maybe I wanted to do just simple tutorial on how you can use like a cinch or vinyl without actually infringing on the space that was created in the pocket. Unlike unlike this pocket in front, when I punch this in, it infringes into the space of the pocket here. You see, it eats up this area. But I wanted this effect in first place for this one, but for this one I wanted it not to have that sort of effect, so that because that card fits exactly into the space here. So if I punch it inward a little bit, the card wouldn't have fit in, and then I'll have nothing to slot in there, which is not what I want. Here is the last postcard from Zocard, and this is just something from Earth Hour, I think. And here is just one of the papers on case paper here stuck down to the envelope here, and here you can see it's actually a ability to slot like a couple of like thin stuff over. I probably wouldn't make it too thick though, it might break and stuff because the material of the paper is sort of like this flocked, but the paper at the back is like this really thin, like almost 70 GSM sort of paper. And once again here, just a plain cardstock, nothing to it. And this is really cool because I think that if you want to like stuff some ephemera, you might actually want to stuff in the envelopes, which I thought might give the book kind of like this bulky, cool bulky look. But it happens at the covers and not at the pages, which would be an interesting look, I suppose. Yeah. And that's the back. I'll probably stamp my handmade by thing here, but not yet. So thank you guys for watching. Oh my goodness, it's a 20-minute video. I was hoping again get in 10, but clearly it was not possible. Thank you guys for watching, and catch you guys next time. I wish that the swap would have been more like active, but Yeah, in the end I didn't manage to have any of the time to do those like mini swaps like mail art and those sort of stuff. But oh well, there's always next time. All right, thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next time. Bye.